So let me ask you this: when you were coming back to do your show here in Montreal, did you guys preemptively cancel it, or were you told to cancel the show?
No, we it was originally March 13th, and then we decided to just postpone it to April 4th. You know, it was
Hmm.
just like because I came back on the 11th, so it was just starting. As far as it getting crazy.
Yeah.
Um, I think like we postponed it like on March 11th or 12th was the 13th the show. On the 12th or something, we postponed it to April 4th. And then I think like, 5 days later, maybe like the 16th or whatever, like the NBA canceled,
Yeah.
the regular season. NHL canceled their games. And we're like, I don't feel like it's going to happen April 4th either, you know? Uh, and then whatever, getting closer to it, we canceled in the end. We weren't really told to cancel it. I guess maybe we could have postponed it another time, but at that point it was like, well, we don't know like when this will really, and even if we were to say like, I don't know, postpone it to let's say August 1st,
Yeah.
even if you postpone it, personally, I don't think it's going to be until like mid 2021,
Yeah, we're
maybe
back in.
even close to 2022 when everything really gets back to normal. And when I say back to normal, I mean back to normal with people going out to public events like going to either a comedy club, a concert, whatever, or even just like a dance club, because like a dance club there'll be like 400 or 500 people in a
Yeah.
giant fucking room. Like I don't think things like that, social gatherings, big social gatherings of 100 plus people are going to be at full capacity until like at least middle of 2021. You know what
I
I mean?
agree
Yeah,
with you. I
I
agree
say
with you.
50, probably.
Pardon me?
I mean, rooms of 50.
Yeah, exactly. If something's like a 50%, you're saying? Is what you're saying? 50?
Yeah,
I just heard
yeah.
50 because you're
It's
cut out.
under capacity rooms can be 50. We'll be at
Yeah,
50 people.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Until like the mid 2020, whatever it is, if there's a bar that usually has 50 people, it'll end up having like fucking 20 people or whatever. You know what I mean? It's everything's gonna be half because there's gonna be people like I know myself. Like when all this kind of starts getting back to normal, I'm gonna want to go out to a bar. But even myself, that like I go crazy being in the house, I need to be out. I know myself. Maybe that first week or two, when I feel safe, that it's cool. I'm gonna go out, but even I know after you go out once or twice, after that first or second time that you go out, you're gonna fucking feel weird. You're like, fuck, I don't know, and then you're probably gonna stay in your house for a month. You know what I mean? So there's gonna
Yeah.
be that people going out and like, yeah, bro, fuck this virus, and you see all your friends, and then nobody sees each other for another month because they're all like, fuck, that was stupid. Why did I go out? You know what I mean? I know
Yeah.
we're quarantined for a year, but I still think it's still not safe. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
Yeah.
one of those things.
But what do
Yeah, I
you
think
think? What do you think? What do you guys think is going to make it safe? Because I have the same like I like what you said because I do believe it's true. It doesn't look like 2020 like any sort of gathering is done for this year. Like it's not going to happen.
Oh
no,
yeah,
there'll be gatherings. I think they'll be small on a smaller scale.
yeah.
But I don't think they can close everything down. I think if they do, it's gonna be forget people dying from the virus. It's gonna be people dying from like not being able to eat and shit.
Oh yeah,
There's
no,
so
for sure.
fucking attached to this, so you have to open it, even if it's at a smaller scale. You have to. You have no choice.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I think let's say like something like a comedy club, like like one of every two tables is gonna be removed, so there's some space or
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's restaurants, all that. They're gonna have some space.
I don't mind if they don't open. Just keep giving me that $500 check, bro. I'm cool. This vacation is
Because
amazing.
that's the other question. How long can the government keep giving
It's
everybody
only four
money?
months. That's what they
Yeah.
said. It's only 4 months.
No, but
Exactly.
It's 16
yeah,
weeks.
they can give me $500 forever. They just print it. They don't give a shit. But we're the ones that have to pay it back. They don't fucking.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know what I'm saying, but they're saying it's only 16 weeks.
16
It's
weeks.
not like
Okay.
it's not like they're giving. They have to pay for it out of their pocket.
No.
We
All of our taxes are going up next
Well,
year.
realistically, Sid, your children will pay for you. They're gonna have to be paying this
maybe.
forever.
I think we should just tax the top 1%. Like that's it. Like whatever, whoever the fuck is left in this in Quebec after this is done, like PKP and all those motherfuckers, tax them 80%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more hiding money offshore.
Right.
Allowed.
I'm for sure the 1% is gonna end up paying for this, guaranteed.
Yeah. So you think this is going to be the end of using cash? Do you guys think this is going to be the end? No one's going to be using cash
Never.
anymore?
No, cash is never gonna stop being used. You know, like whenever I watch like movies that take place in like the year 2650 or whatever, and it's like, and they're buying whatever, and they're using like credits, and there's no cash. I'm like, that's bullshit. How you get, drugs? You know what I mean? You can never, like, cash is never gonna stop. How are people gonna buy drugs?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless they figure out some way to do some fucking, I guess, Bitcoin. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I guess Bitcoin is how you're going to buy drugs in the future. But I don't see cash disappearing, not while I'm alive. If cash disappears, it might be when I'm 70, 80 years old or something. But I don't see it disappear in the next 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
tomorrow, cash gone. No, like crazy wrong.
Even the government knows that the underground economy still makes society move,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's guys who make, 20, 30, 40 million a year, and they're doing that all illegally. You know what I mean? But those guys still buy cars. Obviously, those cars are under like their grandmother's name, just like some 85-year-old Russian old lady, who owns like
Vladimir, here
like
is
2
your car.
Hummers and a Porsche. You know what I mean?
Who thinks buying those $500 bottles at the bar, bro?
It's those Russian grandmas. You know what I mean?
Wow.
No, use my. This is my grandmother's credit card. It's fine. She's fine with it. Yes, my 85-year-old Russian grandmother has a black American Express.
The Sapphire credit card is like, no, it is my allowance. It is my allowance. It's a weekly allowance. Dude, this is crazy. So do you guys think that, because now what I'm seeing now is comedy clubs are doing Zoom shows and they're charging people like a regular show, right? Do you guys think that while we get to normal, that's probably going to be where comedy is going to be at for the next 6 to 12 months?
I don't think it will be a big thing. Maybe once in a while.
Yeah.
But personally, I think it's like, why not just watch a YouTube video?
Yeah, same. I think the same thing. Like, why try it?
Yeah, unless, like, if we were, like, I know there's a lot of people that have, like, VR and that kind of shit. But, like, if, let's say, I don't know, like, if, let's say, 50% of the planet, like, if VR was, like, a thing like TV, like, every house, in the world had VR, like we have TVs, I think that could become a thing. Like, that would actually become something, because everybody has the gear. But the only way to really make it, like an actual, comedy shows, if everybody had VR, but not everybody has it. All people that really have it is people who are into, like, gaming and like porn that have VR.
So what they're saying the next big thing is? It's not VR. It's like holograms.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that VR is the next big thing. I'm saying if everybody had some sort of technology like that, like a TV, but to watch, like you're saying, to watch it just on a screen and it's just some guy telling
it's
jokes.
Not the same. Yeah, it's not the same.
Stand up is always best in a live room with fucking real people. Even when you
100%.
watch it on TV, even if it's, let's say, something like Bill Burr, you watch a special. It's still, you'll laugh.
And there's people there for the special. There's people watching it.
But, I've seen Bill Burr live, when he came to Toronto. Like, definitely I didn't laugh as hard, I don't laugh as hard as home as I did when I saw him live.
When you saw him live. Yeah, same thing, man. I was going to say because you do a lot of acting and a lot of TV work, what do you think is going to happen to movie productions and TV productions? Because no one's actually working. It's,
listen, I'll say this, because everybody was like, oh, do you think it's going to get back to, it's going to get back to people productions, probably, I don't know, July, August, something like that. There's going to be some changes or whatever. Because if it doesn't get back to productions getting, like, it's the end of the world, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
like,
exactly. We obviously have to at some point get back to fucking business, the regular world. Because I don't know, not to sound like a fucking piece of shit or anything, but you know, like the no, but like the like obviously the people that are dying from this, obviously it's terrible. But like when I looked the other day, I think the global death toll is I think 287,000 people. There's over 7.5 billion people on this planet. If there was 100 million or let's say 700 million people, then that's like 10% of the planet. If 10% of the planet would be dead because of it, then it'd be like, yo, it's time to start cleaning that fucking old shotgun you have in your fucking your closet because the fucking apocalypse is coming. But you know, 287,000 is like, you know, I don't even think it's 1%. It's like I think it's quarter, like a 0.1% or something. You know, whatever it is. And I'm not saying it's like who gives a shit about the almost 300,000 people who died. It is terrible, but it's not, you know, it's not the beginning of The Walking Dead. You know what I mean? Like,
you never know.
I know, but you know what? If it was a fucked up, listen, obviously I could be wrong. You know what I mean? But I've watched a lot of sci-fi movies, and this shit takes a month to happen. It doesn't take years. You know what I mean? First 10 minutes of the movie, 3 months later. Right now, it's been 6 months later, bro. We're good.
Even in New York, they don't let you bury your family members. They're burying them on Hard Island.
Yeah,
right?
If you,
listen, they're taking precautions and all that. But you know, there's people that are getting it and they're surviving it. If you've seen those fucking movies, bro, nobody gets it and survives it. If they survive it, they mutate into something else. People survive it; they're still human. Nobody's growing giant teeth or anything. You know what I'm saying?
So how many
I'm not a scientist, but I watch a lot of sci-fi. That's all I'm saying.
So let me ask you guys a question. Maybe you know how many cases in Canada? You guys know the answer to that?
I think when I looked, it was 15,000 like deaths.
Oh, deaths is actually according to the Johns Hopkins University website, the deaths in Canada are not. It's 5,000.
5,000. There you go.
Cases are 55,000 or 60,000, right?
It's
cases?
70,000 cases and 5,000 deaths.
There you go. We got what 35 million people in Canada.
Yeah.
You know,
but I like how you know what, like people are like 5,000 deaths, but look, like 4,500 were old people. Like, who cares?
Yeah, that's
listen.
Yeah.
Yo, are you serious? Like,
yeah, you know what
They were gonna die anyways.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like there's still people. Yeah, you know, I got to say, the people who have gotten it. I know people have already talked about this, but the people who have gotten it the fucking worst. Oh, Sid dropped out. He's back.
There you go.
But the people who have gotten it the fucking worst in this whole pandemic is old people. They just already old people. They didn't give a fuck about them before.
Yeah.
Now with this, like, there's been so many cases, like things that people have like done. I remember this was, you know, many years ago. You know, my grandfather passed away about 10 years ago or something like that. But I remember he passed away. I think he was 93, and this is when he was like 90 or something. There was nothing serious. We had to go for some sort of little operation or something. It was something minor. And then he was in a room, right, with like 2 or 3 other people. And we wanted to have like a private room. They wouldn't give it to her or whatever. But he was in a room with 2 other people, 2 other old people, but they were seriously sick of something that might have been contagious. And my mother's like, listen, and we wanted to get, you know, there was no rooms available to get him a private room. But she's like, listen, could you put him in a room where there's not people who are dying of some fucking crazy disease? And they're like, and the guy said to him, like in French, he said to my mother, he goes, Madame, you know, what are you going to do? He's old. But it's like, and my mother's like, yeah, my father's old, but like, he's still fucking healthy. You know what I mean? Like, he just came in for like a minor surgery, nothing like, he didn't go for a surgery to save his life. It was just something, whatever, I forgot what it was. But they're like, yeah, who gives a fuck? The guy's 90, so we're just going to put him in this room with these fucking sick people. If he dies because of it, he lived 90 years. That's how they just think about old people.
Yeah.
As soon as you hit over 70, people are like, yo, bro, you lived your life. Fuck off. You know what I mean?
It's so
fucking
weird.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, these are the fucking people who, like, they're the reason why we're fucking here.
Yeah,
you know
we have no regards to the people that.
Yeah, dude, it's so bad. Like, there's like, I'm not saying that, there's many groups in the world that, I would have to say, like, of all the people who have it bad, probably like black people have it the worst. After black people, I would have to say it's old people. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
you gotta, dude. Wait. I would agree with that hierarchy, but you have to put Latinos right in between black people and old people.
Sorry. Us terrorists for you.
You forgot Middle Easterners, huh?
I forgot that everybody's.
Yeah.
Skip the borders? Like, no, don't skip the borders. Us, it's like, hey, you guys are gonna fucking bomb. we took over. I think we took over black people. Black people cross the street. When brown people move in, they leave the neighborhood. Like,
Right.
they're gonna blow up 1 square block. Fuck you guys. Like, black people, yes, okay, they're bad, but brown people, we took over. Asians are just coming up now. Latinos, you guys moving down.
We never make
No,
it. We kind of take the leadership, and then within months, it's just some sort of ethnicity just takes over with passion.
I'll tell you something. Nobody has harder hardships than the Italians, bro. Us, we get it the worst, bro.
Yo,
You know how many jokes I have to hear about pasta, bro? Nobody has it worse than us, bro.